First year. Hi guys, it's the African Cherry. Welcome back to my channel. How are you today? I hope you're doing great. This is the African Cherry Diaries episode 2, and today I'm talking about imposter syndrome, and I'm tying that into reflecting on my first year as a medical student. If you watched my previous video, actually I was talking about how I made the switch, why I made the switch, and I feel like if anyone's considering a career change, I would honestly say do it. Don't be scared, just do it. I just wanted to throw that out there because I feel like something was telling me to say that and someone might need to hear that. Well, I knew that this was a serious commitment. It's going to be the next 4 years by the grace of God. It takes up a lot of your time. I knew that was coming. I was like trying to prepare myself for it. Before med school started, I took a trip to Europe. I went on a little Euro summer tour for 3 weeks because I was like, I don't think I'm gonna have this kind of free time again. I visited 5 countries and I had not seen most of this family for up to 10 years. So it's been a very long time. It was scary because at some parts of the trip I was solo traveling, so I was by myself. If you guys would like me to talk about my solo traveling experience, let me know and I'll be glad to do that because I have some stories. I think just doing that was my celebration. That was my gift to myself. I think that's a really healthy thing to do, is when you see yourself putting in the work, when you see yourself overcoming the odds, reward yourself. You deserve it. Honestly, it's great when people do things for you, but learning to do things for yourself first is the biggest form of self-love. Let me not start preaching though. But I'm really glad I was able to do that. Reconnect with family, reconnect with friends, explore beautiful destinations. Some of those memories will stick with me. And if you're following me on Instagram, on TikTok, you'll see I've been posting reels from my experiences in those places. This is a marathon. That's what I learned. It's a marathon. Like, it's not a sprint. You can't go by fast. You can't, no, because you'll be tired. It's 6 months of school. Your brain is constantly put to the test. Exam, blah, blah, blah. It feels like a million things are going on at once, and you're just one person. You're just one girl. I'm just one girl trying to make it through the day, make it through the week. And then you add on imposter syndrome, like, whoa, I'm really here? Like, who let me in here? I'm just kidding. I worked hard to be in here and I deserve to be here. But, like, I'm here for real? What was I thinking? What? I did this to myself. Okay, yeah. So realizing that it was indeed me that did it to me. I'm the one who applied. I'm the one who fought and advocated for myself to be here. First year, I would say there was an equal amount of highs as there were lows. I wish the lows were less, but it was pretty equal to me, man. Like, I felt like some days I was fighting for my life, some weeks I was fighting for my life. And med school is very interesting because you're not just studying the nervous system for the whole year. No, you have 6 weeks to learn about the brain, to learn about the anatomy of the brain, the blood vessels, the nerves, what it does, what part does this, like 6 weeks. And then you have like 2 exams. And you have anatomy lab, mind you, so you need to know where these things are in reality. That was a lot. It really is a lot to learn. It's a lot to assimilate, to remember. It requires a lot of time and effort, and that's the part where it did get exhausting for me. As much as I'm excited learning about these things, the pressure of having to study for exams, having to do well on the exams, do well in anatomy labs, and also do well on other things, because you're also taking other classes, right? It's not just one class. No, you're taking physical exam classes, so you're learning all these, doctor skills, how to check the ear, how to perform a mouth exam, and because I'm in an osteopathic school, we're also learning about osteopathic manipulative techniques. So when you add it up, and we're learning about professionalism. It's not just that class. Like, it's not just one class. No, you're doing a lot at a set period of time, and then you still have to volunteer. I love volunteering, you know, but when you have exams and stuff, sometimes it's not the first thing on your mind. But we have required volunteer hours and things like that we also have to get done. And then organization, you want to be part of a club, you may have some leadership positions. I personally had some responsibilities in leadership positions and with clubs, and I say all that to say I had to learn to be even better with time and organizational skills because I needed it. If you're the kind of person that procrastinates or doesn't like working in teams or leaves things to the last minute, things will just quickly pile on you. It was a learning curve, honestly, because what works for someone else, it's not going to work for you. You can either watch the quizzes at home or you can come to class. And sometimes if you come to class, they're having it early and you may not have gotten through that material already. I had to switch things up. Just sometimes I would see, okay, let me get through the material and then watch it from home, or let me get through the material early. It just depends. You can't complain, honestly, because it's such a wonderful, rare opportunity, and I don't take it for granted at all. So whenever I would be in my lowest moments, I'm just thinking, man, I can't disappoint myself. I can't disappoint my dad, my mom. You know, their prayers, their support has honestly gotten me so far. Every time I remember it, I'm like, okay, time out. How burnt out am I? Am I burnt out on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 out of 10? And then based on that, I'll be like, okay, I need to do something else. I love traveling. I feel like that's obvious, but it might not be obvious for you guys. Exploring new cultures, trying new foods, being adventurous, you know, that's my vibe. That makes me happy. Whenever I needed something like that, the opportunity will always pop up, and I'm like, how can I fit this into my schedule? And that's another thing I want to talk about, is understanding your schedule, understanding the system that is medical school, with classes, with timing. Sometimes you're not able to work around it, and it's just impossible to, like, you have to miss that birthday party, you have to miss that graduation, you have to miss that trip. Sometimes it's just impossible. But those times when you actually check and see and it's possible, make it happen. That's what I did. I looked for the times where I was like, okay, we don't have class this day, I can go for my friend's birthday trip, I can do something that pours back into me, because baby if I didn't do that, like, I'm running on E, I'm empty. I can't give anything if I'm not full, if I'm not happy, if I'm not content, if I'm not myself. Balance is such a big thing for me. So anyways, find those slots and enjoy your life. I'm so thankful I was able to do that. Friendships wise, I'm not for everybody, honestly. I'm very unique in my relationship. I'm a people person, so I do enjoy interactions with people, but I'm very picky when it comes to who do I open up myself to, who do I let into my heart. I don't know, that's just how I am. When it comes to friendships and relationships, there's levels to that with me, and I'm truly grateful for the people who have been there for me, who have supported me, and who I've been there for as well, and shared some of the most amazing moments of my first year as a medical student with. All the laughs, all the crying, my homegirls will be studying, no matter the weather, like, we're there, we're studying, we're supporting each other, we're asking each other questions. Finding your support system is so important. It doesn't need to be a lot of people, because that can be a distraction too, you know. I plan on taking that into my second year. Constantly self-reflecting, asking myself what worked for me, what didn't work for me. Read your syllabus. Read your syllabus. Understand what you need to do to pass a class, know their requirements, absences, little things like that will get you, honestly. So I think it's important to understand the system that you're in, the school that you're in. Imposter syndrome, honestly, with everything surrounding diversity, equity, inclusivity going on right now in the US, there's been changes made. I can't personally say I'm the most comfortable with those changes. I feel like it may affect things, unfortunately, but I'm learning not to live in fear and not to dim my light to make other people feel comfortable. I'm here for a reason, I'm here for a purpose. Every time I walk into a room and it's a patient who looks like me, they automatically feel safer. They feel like they can relate more and they just feel calmer. And like, it's scientifically proven important to have representation in the healthcare field. I can't even emphasize how important it is. So dealing with imposter syndrome, I think it's still an uphill battle, you know? It's just learning to be confident. And I'm learning to be confident in myself and in God who made me. Building my faith and reading the Bible, I feel like gives me that clarity. Like, hey, be fearless, be courageous. It's not my power or might, it's God's. Luke 1:37, for nothing shall be impossible with God. Everything is possible as long as I have had faith, and I will continue to share my testimony, continue to hype God up, because like I said, too good. That brings me to the end of this video. I hope you resonated with something I said. This is a safe space. If you have any comments down below, let me know. Make sure you subscribe and share. All right guys, have a great rest of your week and stay delicious.